The Black Widow's 14th husband had just passed away, and she had already applied bright red lipstick. Her seductive posture made the detective drool uncontrollably. To prove her innocence, the Black Widow handed the detective a mysterious spider silk ball. Unexpectedly, she suddenly grabbed the detective's arm and bit it, without injecting venom, leaving only 2 clear tooth marks, and demanded that the detective compare the wounds. The detective returned to the crime scene, and was shocked to discover that the body was moving. It turned out to be a group of ants carrying the body parts. Just as he was about to grab the body to compare the wounds, he found that the body had already been torn into several pieces and dragged into the cracks in the wall. Surprisingly, the wall cracks were actually a complete ant kingdom, and the detective was directly brought before the queen ant. The queen ant told the detective that thousands of ants had mysteriously disappeared from the kingdom, and they had searched the entire plane but found no clues. They suspected it was related to the scientist's murder. After comparing the bite marks, they ruled out the Black Widow as the culprit. Later, the detective discovered in the scientist's room that he had worked for the Red Locust. This triggered the detective's memory. Not long ago, he had been on a mission at a fireworks factory in Chinatown, where he had discovered a large number of locusts, with the Red Locust as their leader. However, the Red Locusts had surrendered voluntarily, but the detective's matchstick accidentally triggered an explosion, resulting in injuries to his colleagues. Due to this mistake, the detective was suspended, which is why he was on vacation on this plane. Unexpectedly, that night, a group of termites suddenly attacked the detective. Fortunately, his assistant arrived in time to save him. This indicated that the killer was still on the plane. As the detective was secretly observing the passengers, the plane suddenly shook violently, and a green mantis broke through the window, kidnapped the Black Widow, and escaped by using corrosive saliva to destroy the ceiling. The detective chased after it all the way to the cabin, triggering a chaotic battle, and all the insects were knocked onto the trays. Even stranger, the mantis was actually a bodyguard hired by the scientist to protect the Black Widow. In an instant, just as the mantis was about to reveal the truth, it was suddenly pulled out of the door by a mysterious force, its body stiffening and crumbling into powder at the slightest touch of the plane. Shook violently again. In the chaos, the spider silk ball unexpectedly burst open, and it was empty inside. The detective looked at the passengers around him, suddenly realizing that the murderer was hiding among the passengers, secretly manipulating everything all alone.